We're just so excited. This is our 47th year as an organization, as the Fiesta Bowl. And as we look back over the past 47 years, one of the things that we're very appreciative and thankful for is that Penn State came into our life early on. And not only was it a great opportunity for the Fiesta Bowl to be elevated to the national stage as a prominent bowl, having a program like an iconic program like Penn State to come out and play in our game, but not play in our game just once and win, but twice and win, 3 times and win, 4 times and win, 5 times and win, 6 times and win, and never lose. So they really played a major role in elevating the Fiesta Bowl to the national stage, as it also elevated the status of this program here to the national stage to one of absolute prominence, and one that we are so excited after 21 years. It's like a family reunion when, you know, people get separated after many years, and then all of a sudden, or high school or college reunion, you get a chance to come back together. It really does feel that way. We feel like we are a Penn State family. We have had that type of hospitality since we've been here. They've made it very clear to us that we're partners, and we can't tell all the student athletes and the administration and all the fans of Penn State how much we really appreciate that. So we're excited to have the Nittany Lions come back, and we are Penn State.
Can you tell us a little bit about how the bowl has evolved since the last time Penn State has been there? It's obviously in a new stadium. Penn State fans are going to be exposed to a different sort of Fiesta Bowl, aren't they?
Well, absolutely. When it comes right down to it, you know, there is a kickoff, and there's a quarter and a halftime and a 3/4 and a 4th quarter. And so, you know, it's a football game, but beginning, first of all, with the metropolitan Phoenix area. We're now the 5th largest city in the country. We have changed venues from Arizona State University Sun Devil Stadium to University of Phoenix Stadium, which was a huge move for us. And obviously, as the game has grown, you know, we as a bowl organization has grown. Back in 1996, the last time Penn State played in our game, which was a tremendous game, and obviously Penn State won that game. We were an organization primarily focused on one event, and that was the Fiesta Bowl. Since then, we've grown as an organization essentially 3 times the size, just in the numbers of Yellow Jackets that are a part of our committee. Our volunteer now basis is up to close to 3,000. Which is huge, and our events are not only the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl, we also have the Cactus Bowl, which is played at Chase Field on December the 26th. We have the largest public event in the state of Arizona, which is our Fiesta Bowl Parade, which is game day, which is huge, and obviously because of the growth of the metropolitan Phoenix area, the venues there, obviously Phoenix is known for its golfing courses and all the resorts. It'll just be a phenomenal time for all the fans that come out and take in not only the hospitality that the Fiesta Bowl is going to offer, but what we believe will be temperatures in the 70s range during the daytime, which is not bad on you know, the last week of December, in evening times that are just crisp enough so you can put on a sweater or jacket and feel a little bit like you're back in Pennsylvania, but you know you're not that cold.
What's the response been so far as far as ticket sales, that kind of thing? Is it what you guys had expected, or is it exceeded?
So the first thing is, as soon as Penn State was announced to come to our game, our phone banks blew up. Twitter blew up, obviously, which was something we weren't talking about back in 1996. So that's one of the things that has changed the game, is that it's now not just a national phenomenon, but it's an international phenomenon because of Twitter. But no, the ticket sales have been phenomenal. The resorts, I can't tell you how happy they are. A friend of mine is the general manager of a Four Seasons resort. As soon as the teams were named, he called me specifically to say, we're so thankful that Penn State's coming, because their phone bank lit up and they were getting reservations of Penn State fans from Canada and even Europe. So the response has been great, and we know that there are still some tickets available, but not many. And I will truthfully say, if the fans out there that are thinking about going, they best be advised, make a decision. Come.
The Big Ten Pac-12 matchup, I mean, how important is that for a game such as yours? You know the history of both conferences, obviously.
Certainly we do, and we think it's a very healthy matchup for both conferences, candidly. It could have been anything at the end of the day that CFP could have selected. I think they were wise in their selection process to look at the universities that were on the table as potential selections, and to point out, you know, Penn State having not been there for 21 years, UW having, you know, it's been forever since they played Penn State, and just looking at the programs and, you know, the reputation of the programs as the stage of college football looks at these great universities today, I think that they looked at it and said, you know what, this will be a great matchup, and we can't tell you again how excited we are about that.
Very good. Good.
What do you guys think about the weather here?
We don't think very long. When we step out, you know, this is pretty brisk, and then, you know, it's kind of cold. So let's go inside and find a nice place and have some food. And again, the hospitality shown to us by the athletic administrative staff of this university, and your media staff has just been phenomenal in how they've shown us around town. We've absolutely felt like we've been walking on the red carpet ever since we've been here.
I would say that we've been walking on a blue carpet.
Oh, okay, thank you, sir. I stand corrected.
Were you guys here for a game this season, by chance? I know sometimes, you know, ball ropes make different visits. Were you guys individually here for a football game?
No, we weren't here, but we're already looking at the schedule for next year, and we're absolutely planning on coming back for a game next year and taking in this great venue. Yes.
Yeah, we'd like to remind your fans also that we have the national playoff game in 2 years, so we'd like to see you back in 2 years.
What's some advice that you can give the fans in terms of, you know, most of them are coming from Pennsylvania, you know, aren't really used to the heat, you know, so what are some advice you can give them in terms of clothing they need to wear? Because I know you said it gets kind of brisk, you know, in the evenings.
Yeah, it's a good point. So obviously jeans are standard attire in Arizona. You know, if you can go anywhere in jeans, let me just put it that way. Sweaters, jackets in the evening, certainly appropriate. Daytimes, again, you know, some people think it's a little bit chilly if it's in the high 60s or low 70s, so it's a matter of one's own personal, you know, stamina when it comes to the heat or cool. But you'll see a lot of shorts, you'll see a lot of sandals, and tank tops and bathing suits, because all the resort pools are heated. And some people say, well, what do you got to heat a pool for? Heck, the water's only 65 degrees. We're used to swimming in that. But no, we heat the pools in Arizona, and they'll enjoy it. Bring some sunblock, because when that sun is shining in the desert like that, you can catch some rays.